what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry we were running just a few moments late. Actually, I'm close to on time. It's not bad, all things considered. It's not bad. Uh, where the hell is my producer? Producer, can I get my co-host on here?
So, anyways, as I was saying,
Hey,
Ron, buddy, how you doing?
David.
It's David. Always your Theo, always looking fino, looking divino in a robe so suave, so smooth. It's my day off. I'm chilling. You
In a
know.
robe.
Oh yeah, just a robe. It's pretty
I
freeing.
we're I'm glad. I'm gonna need you to stay seated for the remainder of the show.
No problem. No problem.
I'm gonna need you to stay seated because look, uh, I don't want to get in any trouble.
I
There's
got you. I
and
got you.
then we don't want this problem with you going to your schools and shit, like, because that's where some of these indie shows you work are.
Uh,
They're at schools. You'd
Look,
be
look, look,
automatically
look, you
like
don't
taking
have
your bookings
no
out.
issues there. It's just I felt relaxed. I literally just got out the shower. Literally, when I got your message, I figured I got some time. So I was like, well, it's about that time. I'm just gonna put on a robe and just go on and do the podcast.
Well, I was
So,
on the road when I sent you that.
wow,
I was
wow.
driving. I wasn't even home. I literally got home at 7:56. Had to get the kid in bed, had to get some other stuff done, and then it was like 8:03 I was able to go, or 8:01 I sat at the computer, or 8 o'clock I
So
sat.
so the wrestling wire is really
The Wire
on the
tonight.
wire there. Ah,
Yeah,
see what you did there.
it's all about that wire. Um, dude,
Cool, cool.
so what do we want to cover first? Let's talk about let's talk about AEW first, because a lot of people are getting behind a thing with AEW, and I'm good with
Mhm,
it. So let's get behind that. Kenny Omega's return. All right,
mhm.
so there's a good and bad here. The bad is Kenny Omega's return was kind of flat
Yeah,
as far as the reaction went, and they were in Canada. You figure it's going to be loud as hell, right?
yeah. You figured it'd be a bigger pop.
And it wasn't. Um, I don't think it was. I don't think it was a good spot. I'm not saying don't bring him back in Canada, but you brought him back. You had him beaten up. Yeah, what are we doing? Like, that's not exactly how you want it to go. But what they are doing is good. The Elite are like the top heel storyline of the fucking company now, so that's
Mhm.
good. That's a good thing. They needed that. They definitely needed that. What are you thinking on this?
It, I'm look. I've been following Kenny Omega for a bit now. I'm glad that he's back. I think he's what's kind of been missing. Uh, he's gonna stir things up, and on top of that, they're also like the return of Rush at the same time. It's kind of weird how that kind of timed out for both of those guys to come back at the same time. And I think they needed it. They needed something to shake things up, besides if we're going to talk about it, Tony Khan finally getting involved himself, and that's kind of been a spin. So, you know what they say, they have everyone talking about it. It's bringing attention to them, and it's what they need. And I think it might help them with the ratings.
Nothing wrong with that. Tommy Scott chiming in. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy,
Hey, so what's up,
how you
Ron?
doing,
And
Tom?
man, so here's the thing: they almost got beat last week by NXT.
Hmm.
Dynamite did. Like, it was close. I don't know what this week was. I didn't look at the ratings and shit. I mean, if you wanted to look it up, all you gotta do is go on X and search something, and it's over. You got your answer. But I didn't want
Hmm.
to. I didn't want to invest time in that. Um, if that's what's getting over is that heel storyline, roll with it. Don't let up. Stay on it. That's one. The second thing there, and this is like the easy way to do it. You got Kenny back. Start getting some of these dream matches set up, because you don't know how long you got Kenny for.
Hmm.
My man got diverticulitis. That shit will put you out. We're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. So I say, if you're gonna have him there, get some of these matches out of the way. I want Kenny and Adam Copeland,
Hmm.
the Edge versus the Cleaner. Let's get it. That'd be a fun match,
Yeah.
even if you're doing it just for a good match.
Ooh, Kenny.
Adam
Yeah.
Copeland is
Yeah.
Edge. Yeah. Like, well, you're
Yeah.
not listening to me.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on. No, I was also looking through my notes here that you sent me, just kind of seeing what else we could bring up for AEW because they just drop in like, oh, signing different people back to back. Here,
They signed like 10 people back to back in quick succession. And
like Camille now just got signed a couple days ago.
what? Oh, Camille Well, all right,
Yeah.
that's rumored. That's rumored. I don't no. Hold on. We don't do dirt sheet bullshit.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
All right.
Fuck no. I don't trust douchebag Dave Meltzer. I hate that guy.
You made that very abundant. Very abundant.
He's an idiot. He gets paid to listen to talk about shit that's rumor and speculation. At least here we're talking facts and somewhat knowledgeable stuff. I think we should be the ones getting paid, not him.
Cheers to that.
You know, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. It works. See, look, just like the water. Smart. Okay.
I could take the hint.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. Kenny Omega. I heard that.
I got a pop.
Kenny Omega and Vikingo. I guess. I don't know. You can do so many different things, man. But reality is, you got him, and it's not going to be for a long time. I don't
take advantage of it. I mean, there's so many possibilities here, and that'll be a fantastic matchup. El Hijo de Venquino versus Kenny Omega will be all over the place. It'd be dope. I mean, I actually got to see him live at WrestleCade. That was pretty dope.
Well, I think he's injured right now, isn't he? Or wasn't he just injured?
He was out. Yeah.
I don't know if he is now, but he was. Yeah, the only other things we really had going was we were talking about AEW. We're going to talk about Backlash, the PLE, and we're going to talk about which is this weekend. Then we're going to talk about the draft and see kind of where we are with the draft. Which do you want to talk about next?
Let's go into the draft.
You want to go into the draft? Of course you do.
Why? All right. Well, do you want to save that beefy boy for later?
No, because this is going to be the long and drawn out one, and I don't know how well. Honestly, it's it's one of those things.
We got some shake arounds here.
I got a little bit. I'm just making sure you got the same. You got the same stack I do. Round one, SmackDown got Bianca Belair and Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, you're starting with SmackDown. Okay.
Right. Raw got Jey Uso and Seth Rollins. Well, it started on SmackDown, so I figured we start with SmackDown.
Okay.
So, and Raw gets Jey Uso and Seth Rollins. Like, dude. Oh, that's that. You were on the edge of your seat every time they said from NXT, thinking they were going to draft Javon. Man,
yeah,
look,
same. I was hoping to hear it too, but it was interesting that Baron Corbin got to jump up again,
and Dijak.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I was too. I was waiting to hear it, and I was ready to pop. But maybe that's just starting up a run for him at NXT to build him up.
It is.
This is the beginning. That's what it is, especially after that fantastic
match with Ilya.
Yeah, so
definitely. But round two, SmackDown took Randy Orton and Nia Jax. Nia Jax could have been drafted to the unemployment line. I'd have been fine. And
terrible.
Raw got Braun Breaker and Liv Morgan. Dude, I mean, so SmackDown took one pick on that round. And that's Randy. There is no Nia Jax to me was a waste of a pick. They did that just for the match of Nia and Liv, and Liv beat her and it looked good.
Mm.
Liv beat her, and it looked good. It wasn't just one of them fluke ass roll ups like they normally do with a little person versus a big person.
Yeah.
The Rey Mysterio win, it wasn't one of those. Liv actually punished her and made it look good. I'm like, cool. Nia actually selling for Liv Morgan worked for me too.
Mm.
I like Liv Morgan. I hate Nia Jax. Uh, the unemployment line would be best because I know she can't injure anybody there.
Oh, stop. I disagree. Look.
Dude, that's because you have a thing for Jax.
That aside.
No, not that aside.
I think she's done a lot better this run than she did her previous run.
She's
You got to give her that.
Listen, I understand that she's gothic, but she's not a midget. So like she only checks half of your boxes. Okay. She only checks half of your boxes. You need to relax.
And I water.
I hear somebody else giggling in the background over there.
Oh yeah, you got to pop in the background. Miss Kate
great.
tries to be silent during these podcasts. She's terrible at it.
Oh, it's good, especially if I'm talking shit. She's never quiet. She is never quiet. I get her laughing at shit when we get off air. It's fucking great. We have the best time off air. Our off air shit would get us canceled and fired. There's no fucking doubt about it. No doubt in my mind. We would be canceled and fired if our off air conversation.
Well, I mean, you can't drink and smoke on the air. We are adults. You know, we do partake in the.
You can too drink and smoke.
It depends on the platform. It depends on the platform.
Every platform now doesn't bitch anymore because I've smoked and drank on them all at this point, except for maybe the new ones. Do the new ones count? Like, are we counting Rumble? Or
I don't know.
Dude,
not yet. Because we're still trying to work on. Because we're trying to stream as many platforms at the same time.
Yeah,
and this will also be available for download again.
Yeah, that.
I've been looking up. We get some overseas people downloading stuff.
Yeah,
checking this out. Good eyes on y'all. Some of the indie people getting some eyes overseas.
Oh yeah, I just haven't felt like messing with the podcast downloads through the platforms again right yet, because I'm trying to get everything else built back to the right track. And then I'm gonna go that way again.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, anyway, look, round 3. Let's get back to the draft. Round 3, SmackDown took LA Knight and the Bloodline, which is Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
Raw got Ricochet and Sheamus. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm good with Samantha, Irvin, and Ricochet being on the same show. I'm good with that. Raw was famous, or WWE was famous for splitting couples up on the road and shit, and it was dumb. That was a Vince thing, and it was dumb then. So, round 4, AJ Styles and Andrade were drafted to SmackDown. Raw drafted Alpha Academy, which is Chad Gable, Otis, Akira
Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree.
Yep. And then Raw also pulled Kiana James, who I think came from NXT.
NXT, yeah.
Dude, all right. Kiana James getting jumped up this early, that's a surprise. It's also awesome. She's only been in there a year or so. But, man, the whole Alpha Academy thing is kind of a weird dynamic right now. As good as Chad Gable is, I feel like he does not fit with that team anymore. Otis is comedic.
Yeah.
Tozawa
he brings
is comedic.
Yeah.
Maxine has gone comedic. Like,
but do you have a lot of potential if you want to keep going? Because, like, I mean, there's a lot of tag teams here that can. I know they're still doing the split tag divisions as well, so it seems to be a fun mix of tags and singles.
Yeah. Brian Scott chimed in. What's happening, Brian? I will see you guys tomorrow night. Tommy chimed in. I was expecting it. If it was a woman from NXT, thought it had been Gigi Dolan. Dude, I thought Gigi would have been drafted by now myself. And then announced on social media after SmackDown, the OC was drafted to SmackDown. Baron Corbin was drafted to SmackDown. Cedric Alexander and Ashante the Adonis were both drafted to SmackDown as well. Raw picked up Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and Ivar. Crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all something very interesting. Bianca Belair was the number 1 draft pick. Do you know what Bianca's doing Sunday? Or Saturday, rather, in France? Bianca's in a tag match for the women's tag titles. And it just so happens that on night 2 of the draft, her tag team partner was drafted to SmackDown as well, and that's Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
I kept seeing everybody except for Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Pretty much all the women's teams were getting drafted over to SmackDown. I'm like, well, I kind of just got the gist that they losing their titles, they're putting it on Jade and Bianca, and all the women's tag teams are going to be going to SmackDown to fight. So you're going to have Cody Rhodes and the women's division. There we go. Cody Rhodes in the women's tag division is going to be holding SmackDown's fort down. It's cool. Anyway, round 2. Raw, Imperium, Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. They also got Damage Control, which is Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. SmackDown picked up Jade Cargill for their opening pick and Kevin
Owens. Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You know, you can read these if you want to.
No, I'm looking. I'm just looking at the list that you sent me. It's like, yep, it goes back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you could do Raw, you could do SmackDown. You do it that way.
Okay, we'll do it that way.
All right.
Round 2, Raw selected CM Punk and Braun Strowman.
Then SmackDown has The Pride. They got Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, and BFAP, along with Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton is going to be a star.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Stratton is going to be a star. And for the people that don't know it, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Tiffany Stratton will be a star. Her finisher is modeled after Christopher Daniels, who had the BME, the best moonsault ever. Tiffany Stratton's is the PME, prettiest moonsault ever. And it's pretty much the identical move. Is token. And she is solid in the ring. She's vocal in the ring. She's vocal during the matches. She gets the crowd involved. Tiffany Stratton will be a mega star.
Agreed.
It has nothing to do with her appearance. She's a bombshell. Not going to play. Nothing to do with her appearance. I'm just telling you, she's got every it. She checks all the boxes of it factor. And she is super young in her career. Yeah.
It's about to be Tiffy time in the title division.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy, look, you have a point when you say Jade Cargill too early to have a title reign. Hold up. Wait a minute. They're putting her in a tag title, a tag match. You use tag team titles to develop talent and keep them on air. You don't want them getting exposed on TV because then they look stupid and you look dumb for putting them out there. When you put somebody in a tag match, and hell, you see it more often than you think. When you put people in tag matches, you got somebody to cover for your ass a little bit if you ain't all that great. That's how it goes. So
that's a good way of putting it, yeah.
In my opinion, you're going to see Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair win them women's tag titles this weekend. I'll get to that prediction later.
We'll see that. That's a good prediction.
Yeah. Round 3. Or did you want to talk about the people got drafted?
Oh, I was just say Legado de Fantasma getting drafted over to SmackDown. So you got Santos Escobar, Angel Berto, and Elektra Lopez.
Right. We don't need to tell people that CM Punk is drafted to Raw because that was a big deal.
Yeah.
and then Braun Strowman as well coming back. But he looked good.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he still looked huge. So,
Yo,
Shane,
Shane, what's up?
what's happening, man? Uh, yeah, I'm glad that Legado del Fantasma is going to SmackDown and they're keeping the LWO on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get a nice split going here. Break it up, give us some different stories, give them something else to work towards. That's just my thing. I want some different shit. Didn't the LWO stay on Raw?
That is correct, sir.
Yeah, I
LWO
thought so.
is on Raw. Oh,
That's what I thought. But anyway, then on SmackDown you also had Shinsuke Nakamura.
mm-hmm.
Been on a bit of a rough losing streak as of late, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Shinsuke. Shinsuke's good work, and SmackDown another place where he can shine. S- Smaller roster, more ability for TV time. I think it's the better play. I really do. Raw ended up getting the LWO, which is what we were just talking about,
yeah.
and Drew McIntyre, who was hyper pissed that he got drafted after CM Punk. I look, you're not as big of a draw. I'm sorry, you're not as big of a draw. It doesn't work that way. Um, it's nah. It was funny. The segments were
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
but that's
That was
it.
great. It was good.
How
Pushing
do you
that
guys
story.
think they're gonna break up Judgment Day because that's what it looks like they're building to? Well, all good things must come to an end, right,
Mm.
Tommy? I don't know how they're gonna break it up, but I figure if they're gonna keep it alive while um what's her name is gone, that's one thing. Or they're gonna just go the other direction with it and get rid of it now while she's gone.
Hmm.
I don't know what they want to do.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's either way. That's the only way I see it making it make sense.
But they've got to. I don't know how they would do it either way. Do you get rid of it without her? Or do you get rid of it with her? I don't like the idea of them ending it without her there. I think that's
Mm.
bad. I think that shows that you really don't have any creative in your creative team. None. Yeah, you don't have any sense here. It doesn't work that way. But that's just. I mean, that's just me. That's just how I. That's just how I do it. Um, round 4. Raw got the Judgment Day, and from NXT, picking up Ilya Dragunov, the Bad Dragon. Let's go. Dragunov is a beast.
Yeah. Mm.
So I can't wait to see what Monday brings.
And then on SmackDown side, we got Naomi and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, good for all of them. I don't care if I watch anything. Um, let's see here. David didn't say Chelsea Green's name the right way. Yeah, we're not doing that. He's not Samantha Urban.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we ain't Samantha Urban. She's legitimately the greatest ring announcer on the planet
Oh, that's
today.
because she has that metal background. It's so awesome. So awesome.
All right. Let's see here. Round 5. The New Day is staying on Raw and coming up from NXT again. Lyra Valkyria. New Day, okay. They're a staple to the company.
Mm-hmm.
They're a staple, okay? But as far as Lyra Valkyria being brought up, was she ready? I don't know. What are you gonna do with her? Where are you gonna inject her at? That's kind of where I'm at. Unless they're gonna do women's mid card titles, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing with all of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, you look at it, and it is pretty heavily filled up. To they're probably trying to rebuild or reestablish the women's division. Yay, nay.
I don't know if. So here's the thing: the women's division, the women's roster ain't hurting, and they are already introducing women's mid card title on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell don't we have it on the main brand?
Mm-hmm.
If I think about it, NXT's 2 hours of TV a week, Raw's 3, SmackDown's 2, plus PLEs. There's a lot more going on the main brand than there is the NXT brand. Why do they got women's mid card titles and the main brand don't?
Mm.
But anyway, yeah, there's a lot to it. Anyway, go ahead with SmackDown. We're at round 5, by the way.
Thank you. Pretty
You're welcome.
Deadly and Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Yet another female tag team going, and I'm not talking about Pretty Deadly. I'm talking about Indy and Candice. I didn't like Pretty Deadly in NXT UK. I didn't like them in NXT. I haven't liked them since they come up to the main roster. It's not my style of gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my gimmick. And it's not the gimmick either. It's a combination of the chicken shit heel with the moveset. It ain't hitting it on me, man. That might be Tommy. That might be a good call.
It could be. Yeah, that's a good call.
That's I give you credit for being a forward thinker, my friend. But
he says they're probably running it on NXT as a test to see if it works, maybe for the main roster, maybe. Because that's a good idea. Because then you could just move it up. Because they have been having, well, the way they say, because NXT is supposed to be, the build up to the big shows, but they've been having a lot of, people from the big shows coming to NXT. So that's a way. I'm reading Tommy's reaction to what you're saying, but no, that's a way to kind of, if you have some big names from the big shows come down to NXT, if it works well, then they can carry it over to the main shows. He's like Ron, like no boy when it comes to Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, no boy, or whatever that is. I don't know, but no, nah, that ain't it. My thing is this: if they try it on NXT and then drop them in the main, okay, I get it. But it should be simple. It should be like the women's US title and the women's Intercontinental title, and they should be of just a new version of that. Or fuck it, y'all got the money, just rebuild all the belts that you want to. You just did the tags, you just did the new WWE title, because the WWE title changed again with Cody just a little bit. The world title just got redone. The women's world title just got redone. Like they're cleaning house on all the belts. You may as well update. Well, the USA title or the US title did just get updated, but it kind of sucks. I'm not a big fan. It's all right. The Intercontinental title is one thing, but they could do so much. I can deal with that. Same color but white. That's fine.
Yeah.
I could deal with that. I could deal with them being just the same belt but white and smaller. That's perfect. Or revamp them. Or do them all. Drop them all in one shot. Who gives a shit? New belts look cool, and it's more shit that you're gonna sell in the merch store
Merch
anyway.
department, yeah.
You're gonna make more money. We like making money. uh, round 6 going on here. Raw picked up the Final Testament, which is Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Akam, Razor, and Paul Ellering, as well as Big Bronson Reed. Did you lose your place?
Yeah, I was checking the comments and sharing our vid here. And all right, DIY has been drafted over, and Blair Davenport
From NXT.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Blair Davenport could have gone from NXT UK straight to the main. She is that good. Beyond a doubt, she is that good. Because wasn't she in NXT UK? Pretty sure she was. Pretty confident she was NXT UK.
Yep, NXT. Yep.
No, NXT UK years ago. NXT UK's been dead for a while, bud. So I think she came from that.
Yes, but she came from NXT.
Oh, of course. She just got promoted from NXT. But I like Blair Davenport. Tommaso and Johnny Gargano, thank God. Great team. I love DIY.
These matches they've been having lately have been a lot of fun to watch. Watching them during that small little tourney they had for everything was great, and they adding that to SmackDown. I can't wait to see the dynamics here. Guess that's some good upcoming matches for the tag divisions if those guys involved, and they need it. They need that oomph anyway. So they deserve it. They deserve it.
In my opinion, they're going to be the ones to dethrone Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
Yeah, I could see that.
Even though there's history between Gargano and Theory, remember they were in the way together. And yes, I did.
Ooh, that's a good way to. That's a good hook there. You got some history together. Well up.
Can we see DIY as SmackDown Tag Champ? Yes, that's what we just said. Yep. And then also announced on social media, Monday Night Raw got Natalya. I could have swore she was going to NXT. Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Okay. Odyssey Jones. Wasn't he drafted last year and we've never seen him live? I think that's like the running joke. Is that he was drafted last year and we still never saw him?
That's terrible.
No, seriously. He was drafted last year and I don't think we've seen him perform. I don't understand what Odyssey Jones is doing. Raw also got Dijak, which is crazy. Julius Creed, Brutus Creed, and Ivy Nile. And the new Catch Republic, which is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
All right. Yes. And then on SmackDown side of things, they got Apollo Crews, Giovanni Vinci, and Tegan Knox. Yeah, there it is. Where has he been? I haven't seen Odyssey Jones wrestling over a year and a half. There you go. Thank you, Tom.
Right. That's what I'm saying, dude. This is exactly what I'm saying. Holy Christ. He got drafted last year. Like, what are we doing? Why? Make it make sense.
Please. A great man said that. He also said $40 is $40. I need to make that on a t-shirt. Black Disc says.
Yeah, but then somebody earlier, there was like a big going around about $20. What was that about?
I shared it.
I know you did.
I did share that.
I know you did.
That was a bit of a polarized comment, apparently, because there's so many people on the other side where, you know, your worth, get what you paid for. You know, what you're offering, and some people is like, are you even worth the $20 to begin with?
Yeah.
They'd
Well,
be asking for it. What is the value that you bring? What is the return on investment in paying that $20 to you?
if you don't think you got at least two people, meaning your mama and your daddy, coming to buy
The
tickets to cover
tickets.
your booking rate, then are you sure you're worth that?
Mm-hmm.
I've I'm not trying to be a dick. I've had a whole cheering section. Them bitches showed
No,
up with
but
a
at the
poster
same
with
time,
me on it and shit. It was
at the
weird.
same time, you
Funny.
you want to make sure that you go to bookings and places that are going to pay your rate, and pay and make sure that they pay you.
Well,
uh
yeah.
and again, yes, pay your dues. If you're a student of the game and you're a
Dudes.
student rising up there, yes, I get it. Not everybody's going to get that high pay rate, and there's different levels to it. Totally understood, but I think
Right.
there should be like a
Mhm.
happy medium. It really should. um Especially if it's like somebody really local, nearby. um you know Everybody should get paid for work that they do, period. That's my philosophy on it.
Yeah.
And you're taking notes, you're writing down notes.
No, no, I'm doing something. Carry on. I'm sorry. I'll be just a minute. I'll be just a minute.
Going back to Tommy Scott, draft Andre Chase instead or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you talked about, you know, what do you bring to the thing and all that, what value do you bring to. So what I decided to do was, look, this is a drawing, right? This is a drawing. Those are four promoters, and I draw about as well as their shows do. So anyway, I some people don't have the ability to say things like that. Some people can't say, well, what value do you bring to the show? Bitch, they're better than your fucking ring. I don't know. They're better than your show. But they show up to help you because they believe in wrestling. I have seen.
And that's the thing. Like, I've seen the post. I've shared the post myself. I've seen other people share it, and the thing is, like, I agree with some things. I don't agree with others. But like, some people do it for the love, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. You do it for the love of it, and you're doing it for getting those rounds and getting in the training and the repetition. Um, and that's okay. That's nothing wrong with that either. But also, I guess the whole point of the original post is, make sure you if you do anything, you're putting your body on the line for anything. Make sure you do it's worth something to you. It's worth it. You know what I mean? You get paid what you
That's like the
essentially
kid.
deserve to get paid.
The kid went through the table, like a flaming table, like a year
Yeah,
ago. Do you
yeah. You
remember
showed me
that?
that.
For
Yeah,
like 10 or 15 bucks.
exactly. That no,
Stupid.
that
On
was
an indie show. It
not
was
no.
dumb.
Definitely should have gotten paid more for that. You got lit on fire, my guy.
That was dumb. But then again, there are people out there who are just they want to belong to something so bad that they'll do anything to get in there. And and we've seen it. Dave, and you've seen it. I've seen it. Hell, we've even done shit on the cheaper, on the free, or whatever, on the low, trying to get involved, trying to help out, trying to do whatever. But I am telling you, there ain't no God blessed way. No way. Yeah, I know. I didn't say GD. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's funny. Hey, Don Francisco. Damn right. El Don Francisco of indie wrestling. I love that. That needs to be a shirt.
Wasn't that? Well, I don't know who Don Francisco is. But anyway,
Okay, so,
listen.
he was this really big figure in the Spanish Latin community. He'd have this big variety show on Saturday. It was like over 2 hours. So it was like The Price is Right meets a sketch comedy show meets random an early 90s game show with guests and interviews. It was late night TV meets game shows, pretty much.
Okay, actually that sounds cool. But
Uh,
here's here's what I'm getting at, man. You got people out there who just want to go out there and just want to fit in and they just want to belong to something. So they'll go out there and they'll do it for nothing. That's all well and good. But are they a draw to your show? Also becomes you really got to look at that from both sides of the game.
yeah,
You can't just
yeah.
look at it as a promoter and you can't just look at it as a wrestler. You got to look at it from every angle. The angles are what matters here. And I don't mean the storyline angle. I don't mean the angle at which the ring is positioned. I mean all the angles.
And that's why I said that like there's a lot of stuff that I agree with on both sides. I've seen it from a promoter's perspective. I see it from a worker's perspective. I see it as a crew perspective. You know, um, it's
Uh,
it all it. There's got to be a happy medium. Is what I agree
well,
with. You know,
there's there is all right. Look, there is rings you couldn't pay me enough money to step into because the rings are that bad. That's one. There is companies that are so bad I'll never. You don't want to know the price tag. I've stepped in the ring before carrying a gun for a reason because the show was in a bad spot and it was a bad show. I I mean, this is just me being me. This is me being honest, right? There are also companies that's like, hey man, look, I'll take a I'll take a hit for a tryout or whatever. I'm down.
mhm.
That's fine. You got to know your role. You got to know your audience too.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's a lot of stuff that came up. Know your worth, but also know your worth where you stand up on the card. You know, and what you said is true. Yeah, I've done it when I first started out. I'd take any
Oh yeah,
looking, jump out and go out and get in the roads. Carpool with people. I've gotten $20 paydays. I've gotten 40, $50. Whatever. It's all it it's all it was on a case by case basis.
I, hey
Learning
man.
the ropes. Okay, yeah, I get it. You know,
In the very beginning was my payday. I walked out with nothing and didn't ask. I didn't ask for nothing either.
Mm,
I was like, I was told this. Is this accurate? They were like, nope. I was like, right on, no problem. I got you, and did my job anyway. And it's obviously grown from there. And
mhm.
hell, I just started in 2020, so it ain't like it's that big of a deal. Biggest paydays I've got are we're not going to discuss those, but anyway, um, we've had some really nice paydays in the last year and a half.
Well, it's because, and I think, and I had this discussion with somebody earlier, a promoter, where, and I've said it, you have to get your return on your investment. If you're going to be paying a talent for anything, you have to make sure that you're getting that back. And that was brought up. What is the value? And if you can uh show, and that's just in any business. That's just if your brand, any business or whatever, you can show the value of what the amount that they're paying. Some people are willing to afford to pay because they know what they're getting it for their value. Um, like case in point, I do sales. Customer service teaches you that you yes, you could be paying a little bit more, but here's what comes with it. You're not just getting customer service. You're also getting maintenance. You're getting this. You're getting that. You pretty much have to sell that up. Whoever you are, be it a promoter, worker, whatever, you're gonna have to sell and prove your worth.
Right. Oh, I agree entirely.
Yo, my boy Henry back. And if it isn't Mr. Cody, what's up, guys? What's up? How you doing, buddy? I'm glad you're feeling better. Uh, glad you're doing better on here with us. I hope to see you this Saturday, sir. This coming weekend. Thank you for watching, as always.
Right.
And like you made a post a couple weeks ago. Just explaining that what we do and what we have to offer. It's worth it. It's you more than just get an announcer or a commentator or a manager. You're getting, showtime, you're getting airtime, you're getting promotion, you're getting eyes on your product and your talent. That's the kind of stuff that it just sells itself.
Right.
There's something, if I remember the quote correctly, Steve Martin said, "Be so good that you just can't help but have to be noticed." Close
I
something
mean,
to it.
yeah. There's a lot of things there. Uh,
We're
what's
doing
up,
fantastic.
man? Everything's going, bud. Everything's going. Honestly, but it's.
Like I said, there were a
He's
lot of arguments. There were a lot of one sides. There were some good points on both sides. You know,
and some. I look, man. Some people, dude. I ain't gonna sit here and tell nobody what they're worth. I'm gonna tell you. A lot of people have asked, "Hey, man, how was my match?" And I'm like, "Did you hear them?" Meaning the crowd. Did you hear the crowd? Nah. And that's a problem you might want to address. Let's start there. Or I'm not going to be a smartass. Like that's me being a smartass. But if I'm having a serious conversation with somebody, I'll be like, well, did you in the first third of your match or whatever until this exact point, this suplex that you did with this guy right here in that corner was where the crowd turned around. And they were like, oh, hell. So this whole beginning shit, they didn't get behind. No, they didn't care for it. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to see it. They didn't like it. They didn't give a damn. They didn't bite. Finally, you gave them something to bite on, and they rocked with that. So it was, yeah, it was like that. But look, dude, I ain't gonna sit here and harp all night about it. That whole
yeah, it was a great
$20 move.
conversation. It was a great conversation. I enjoyed reading through the comments and seeing each people's perspective about it. And it's a good kind of something that should be talked about. You know, especially in this community, in this business. I don't know if there's a set standard. That was actually something that was brought up. Should there be a set standard for that kind of work that's done, or depending on the kind of work that's done or brought to a show? And the main point is like, do you bring asses to seats? What is the return on the investment if you get paid for? What are you bringing to the table when you do ask for that kind of pricing or more? It was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, uh, maybe, maybe,
Maybe
maybe. I don't know, man. There was a lot to it. There was a lot to it.
there's a
There's
lot,
a
and
lot
it's
of
a complicated, and it is, and that's just the way it is. And
there,
it's understandable.
there
And
is
there
no
were
easy
some.
answer, but
It's not.
I need people to really people need a reality check of their own. Like let's call it what it is. People need a reality check of their own. And I mentioned this the other night. Run the numbers. Run the numbers. All right, hold on. This is something here. What do you say to someone who still can't determine if they are actually giving something good to the business?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, what do you mean something good to the business? Because are
I
you,
think we've all felt that way though, in a way, haven't we? Like, is what we're doing not
yeah,
really good? Not really good enough, but it's like, is
I mean,
it?
that even applies to like the podcast stuff, man,
Yeah,
because it's
it
everything's
does.
there. I can't read that comment, and neither can you. That's awesome. Nobody can read that comment. Don't touch it. You already know. Um,
I can't see what. Never mind. I
yeah, I
guess we'll
can't
talk
say
about
that
it later.
comment either. Yeah. Um, I don't know, man. Still can't determine if they're actually giving something good to the business. Giving something good to the business.
Are you providing a platform? Are
Are,
you leaving the
are you in the
business a
ring?
better? You know,
You
are you
know,
outside the ring? Are you providing? There's so much you can do.
it doesn't just mean showing up and wrestling a good wrestle match. That's not what it means to do good for the business or to do good business even. Um, you know, did a kid approach you at the end of the show and say, it was so fun cheering for you, or that was so fun? Because you never know that kid could be, having to go to chemo treatment the next morning. Like, or that, or the kid left chemo treatment to come to your show. You don't know what the individual person that's watching your show is going through. So by proxy, you doing as much as you can for that show and those fans, you have the ability to do good for the business overall. Whether it, dude, we mentioned it the other night when we were talking with Johnny Faith, bumping into people at the Walmart or something, and you take a picture with them or whatever. No big deal. That's just how it is. But yeah, that was a really interesting one. What would you consider a good turnout for business for shows? I mean, all right, that's subjective, and
Period.
here's why I say that's subjective. Now, what did it cost you to rent the building? What did it cost you to produce the show? And producing the show, everybody in the back, whether they a wrestler, the announcer, the referee, the sound guy, the video camera person, the other video camera person, the producer running the computer, the whatever, all them things. A good turnout pays the bills and lets you leave with a little extra. That's a good turnout. If it's a bought show, you just try to do right by the people who paid you. That's all you can do with a bought show. And definition for a bought show is they gave you one lump sum of cash here and said, here, take this cash, and you produced a show with that cash. That's it. And you kept whatever was left over.
I guess it's whatever amount you're able to put back into your next show.
Oh, you mean for like the payoff for them is concession staff? I don't know what the payoff for them is. They're making money on the food. The sound guy, I mean, you get to take credit as the sound guy when that goes on air because it's going to be broadcast somewhere. If you got a sound guy, you're recording that show.
Henry, you're doing fine. I think this is more of a personal question. You're doing fantastic work. You do sound, you do security, you do music. Like, you're doing well. You're doing something good for the business. Like the fact that you're still, look at your picture, man. Like, you have a lot to offer, and what you shouldn't feel like you're not doing anything good. If you're able to do what you're doing, you're able to help produce a show and see the potential in the show and actually have the show go well, then you should know that you're doing something good for the business, something good for the promotion. There's something that I've been saying since the very beginning. Yes, we are learned to put ourselves over. We are taught to do that. But from the beginning, I've always been in the mindset that I've been taught is that the way we get ourselves over by putting other people over. That is our job. That is our platform. So when you're in a position like that, your job is to put over the product, put over the talent. That's going to help you put over. That's how you know you're doing something good for the business. Are you leaving the business a better place than it was when you left? That I think that should be a pretty good litmus test.
Right.
And you are not unseen. There's different cogs of the wheel that are turning here that help produce a good show. At all.
I mean, so, and that's another thing.
And that's a good point. That's a damn good point.
So, I'm going to go ahead and use me as an example, or use some of the shows I've worked. I have personally seen promoters from top to bottom. They're shaking everybody's hand. They're thanking everybody. And, when, for example, I'm the ring announcer, right? So if I get in the ring and I say, we want to thank the whole family for coming out tonight and working here with us, the whole company, it's kind of like because, say something like, we're going to have some great photos on the site and that photography company will be tagged, or that photographer, she'll be tagged, or he'll be tagged, or whatever the case is. And the videographer will, you give everybody a shout out and during the show because it's their part of the show too. So it's not necessarily that they're unsung heroes. It's that certain people don't recognize everybody. Let's go with that. I like that. I like that way of thinking. Because I can tell you the companies that I've worked for where I've seen them thank everybody from stem to stern. I can also think of some of the companies where it's been like, oh yeah, hi, whatever, fuck, roll on. Seen it. I've seen it both ways.
And one thing you got to keep
Laz?
in mind is that you're going to be recognized by the right people. The people who recognize you, they'll show you. They'll tell you.
Right.
They will support you.
Laz, you're not wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Some promoters do that. And some promoters, be sure you say this, or they'll go online and post about it and whatever. They are getting sang about. Oh, let's see here. We get ready to move into
that was a good little segue. Anyways,
yeah.
Did we miss something? Did we forget something?
We got to do the indie stuff. No, we covered the AEW thing. Oh, wait. What did I text you earlier? What was the list?
Tonight's show itinerary.
Omega's return, Bucks getting super heat.
It was kind of talked about
Backlash
that
Backlash. We skipped Backlash. Son of a bitch. We skipped Backlash. Let's cover Backlash real quick. Damn it. I thought we were done. All right. From the bottom to the top, WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill challenge the Kabuki Warriors. I've already said my prediction. What you got?
Oh, I was still pulling up the notes that I had that you sent me. Give me 1 second. Because I swear I know more mainstream wrestling because of this box than actually watching. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Because of Ron, he kind of brings me up to speed with a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking for the evening. Hey, make sure you watch this. Don't forget that. Let's see. And to answer your question, you said Kabuki Warriors because I'm going with Kabuki Warriors.
No, I said Bianca and Jade. So there's a split on that one.
Okay.
Randy Orton, Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. I'm gonna let you pick first.
The Bloodline.
You going with the Bloodline? All right, I'm gonna go Randy and KO. WWE Women's Championship match. Bayley, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, triple threat.
I'm gonna go with Bayley retaining.
I feel that too, but I kind of wouldn't be against Tiffany Stratton taking that. Considering she just got drafted to Raw, right? Okay. Here's the trick about this, guys. The drafts don't take effect until Monday. So whatever happens in France can change the rules.
That is true. That is very true.
Right? See how well I thought about this, huh? Put a lot of thought into this. Yeah. Nia Jax should be in the unemployment picture very soon.
I think that her moving over there is gonna be in the title again. Agreed.
No, I think she'll be in the unemployment line. That's
I
where she
disagree. I disagree. I agree with you.
You can agree with whoever you want. I don't care. Nia Jax can't injure anybody in the unemployment line. She injures a lot of people in the wrestling ring. So I don't like Nia Jax. I've never liked Nia Jax. David has a crush on her because she's gothic. If she was a midget, he'd be in love with her. It's over. I swear to God.
I think Bailey would get it, but Tiffany could do more with it. True.
Yeah, Tiffany could definitely do more with it. That's what I was thinking last. I feel like Tiffany right now could do a lot with that strap. World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest defends against Jey Uso. Damian Priest wins this.
Yep. I'm not changing that. It's going to be an awesome match. That'll be fantastic. But I think Damian's going to walk away with it.
Yep.
More than wow. How has Nia hurt more people on average per year than New Jack? And then
because she can't work.
Liv can't disappoint people, but we ain't talking about. Damn.
I don't get it. How would she disappoint people in the unemployment line? I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Liv Morgan's infinitely better than Nia Jax. The only thing Nia Jax has going for her is her last name, which somehow makes her like The Rock's cousin by Dogkin or whatever, as they call it. I got Damian Priest retaining over Jey Uso. Ain't no way that Jay's taking that strap from him. And
yeah, anyways.
God no. I'm not at that part of the show yet, Tommy.
Tommy, come on, man. You can't be jumping the gun like that, man. You gotta wait. Wait for us.
Keep your pants on. WWE champion Cody Rhodes defending against AJ Styles. Cody Rhodes is winning that.
Cody, of course.
Yep. Oh, nobody wanted to see her enter at 30. I didn't care where she entered. That didn't matter to me. Honest to Christ, that didn't make a difference. It didn't, I didn't care where she entered. I think that she should have beat, she probably should have been the one to take the belt instead of Becky. But it makes no sense because it's a cheap get. It's not a big payoff. That's the fun thing. Yeah, Cody's got to keep it. The whole everything was meaningless. Yeah, yep, Cody's got to keep it for a while. Cody's got to be champion for a fucking hot minute.
And then there's some people saying that there might be a heel turn with this run. I don't see it yet.
Yeah,
not yet.
No, definitely not yet. Eventually, yeah. But that's actually the Undertaker says he sees Cody more as a heel person.
Yeah, and there's that. Yeah.
He doesn't do bad as a heel anyway. So, I mean,
it would be a nice change of pace,
Well, give it time. Give it time. The crowd's going to turn on him anyway, and then he goes heel.
Build it up, and then but right now, let him enjoy it because it's a happy feel good moment.
I got nothing for who Cody will lose to. We've had that discussion for weeks on end. I got nothing for that.
Now that the draft is, I don't know.
I have the other one planned out for like the next year. I'm good. It's Drew McIntyre beats Damian Priest at the castle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then CM Punk takes it off of Drew. Drew gets it back, and then Drew loses it to Gunther. I think that's where I was at with that. I think that's how we had it. We had it like that. Yeah. That's the world title for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Easy. But the WWE title, I got no idea. I got no clues.
No.
I got nothing for that one. But actually, no, that doesn't make that does make sense because that's where Damian is on Raw. That's where they all are. They're all on Raw. R-Truth is the one to beat Cody. maybe. With a small scandal she had with the how WWE treats you. I mean, it doesn't smell like some special sauce to you. The guy. Oh, she got dude, no because they do the same shit with Randy Orton. Fuck does it matter? You can go in and pay the fine for the year in advance. You know that, right?
You can pay it
Yeah.
in advance.
You can pay the whole year's fine for drug testing in advance at WWE.
I
Randy
didn't know
Orton
that.
paid his shit in advance. Yes, he did. That was released like a year or two ago that came out. Gunther finally getting the recognition he deserves since the UK indie scene as Walter. Dude, he was gold in NXT
Mhm.
UK. I loved NXT
He
UK.
was
It was great. Nah, she was still suspect. She got in more trouble because of the legal side of that, um not the weed side, but the
mm.
actual like police side of that. Because wasn't she like in a fender bender and had drugs in the car or something? Wasn't that what happened? WWE's gotten a lot better now since Triple H took it over. Oh yeah, definitely agreed.
Yeah. You
But
could
you have a
see the difference.
Rangers, but you have a Rangers tag on your thing, like you're automatically like 5 points below me right
Go
now.
Caps, but we're sad. They didn't
Yeah,
make
they
it.
eliminated us. Damn it. Have you guys heard the urinal story? Yes, that Cody tells. Yes, I've heard it. It's been all over Unilad or whatever on Facebook. Um, Christ almighty May. Well, we got through Backlash. Now it's time to hit that indie shit so we can hit that door. Um,
The Forbidden Door.
oh, definitely not touching the forbidden door.
It's sticky.
Sir?
No? No? All right.
Yeah.
Feel
no.
like feel like Hades, huh? Huh? Huh?
There's something seriously wrong with you. There's definitely fucking something wrong with you. I'm just cleaning up the timeline over here. It's
Okay.
like Thanos. Look, I had to
Snap.
snap some things out of it. Yeah, they just had to go.
Yeah, well, I was figuring because you said there's I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but I can't see certain things, and I can only see specific destinations. I can't see all the comments.
Oh, really? That
No.
must be a thing. Now we can promote XWW. Yes, Tommy, we can now promote XWW.
Yes, we can promote XWW.
All right. So coming up tomorrow night, Charlotte, North
Mañana.
Carolina. Heath Slater will be in the building for XWW's Battlefield. That's at Lenny Boy Brewing. Showtime starts at 7. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Free show. Come on out. It's going to be badass. Also on that, you've got Bobby Ballantyne, Elliott Shock, United States title. I'm going to have to go with Bobby B retaining. Elliott Shock's in a pissy mood lately, but Bobby B in Charlotte, oh, dog, I can't bet against the man.
That's going to be a great matchup, man. Like, especially with this change in Elliott Shock. It's not going to be an easy matchup. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Right. I wholeheartedly agree. We've got LeBron, Cozone, and Saeed Al Sabah for the internet and television titles. Cozy.
Wow. Cozy.
LeBron freaking Cozone coming back to XWW. I gotta go with Saeed, dog. I can't bet against Saeed Al Sabah. I can't. I've seen him do too much. I saw him get jumped on from the top of a building the other day and still.
But it's still, look, this is probably just the Firestar Pride, but and represented, but this is the Ring Warrior, LeBron Cozone. The ball game is gonna come into play. You know that, and that's the thing. Like they call him the Ring Warrior because his style changes depending on who he's up against. It's either gonna be technical or it's gonna be, he's gonna stretch him out, or he's gonna outstam on him, or it's gonna be bam, one ball game. I agree with you, Lazarus. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be LeBron Cozo.
Okay, LeBron Cozone defeating Saeed Spot. Okay. Triple threat. Hardcore matchup. This is going to get nuts. Because you have Zay Vega defending against AJ Myers and Thomas Extreme. That's going to be fun.
Zay Vega.
Thomas Extreme.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Thomas Extreme on that one. I love watching all three of these guys go, but I can tell you one thing. Thomas Extreme is pissed after losing his hardcore title. Diego Hill versus Ian Maxwell. Well, the fans win this. There's no bones about it.
Yeah, I can't even decide that one.
I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try. I don't know if Ian's hand is still broken.
Mm-hmm.
That would play a factor because Ian had a broken hand for a bit. I don't know if it's still broke or not.
If he has a cast, then
yeah, he did. Yeah, he's had a cast. I don't know if he still does. I know he did. The last time I saw him, he did, but it's been a couple weeks. Him and Diego Hill, man, that's going to be nuts. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to pay close attention.
By the hand, huh?
If you don't have a good divorce lawyer, please get at me. I can help you out. But men, if you're going to be in that building, you might need one for this. Lexi Steele, Emily J for the number one contenders for the XWW women's title. Bro.
Lexi Steele's taking that one.
I'm going with Emily J. I am going with Emily J. My good man. Yep. She's wearing my colors. She's got red and black on right there. I got to go with Emily J.
Of course
I got to. I've got to go with Emily J.
Steele all day.
That's fine. You can go with that. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, we do things for the indies. Yes, that's right. Let's see here. Actually, come out for that. Got a free weekend, man. Drive on over. Charlotte.
Do it.
I'll be there.
It's a good game.
My prediction: he's going to be a 6-man with Quest and Cam against Panda and Bag. The hell kind of sense does that make? Against the little Panda and Bad Magic. That makes no sense. If you had said Manny and Bad Magic, okay, I might have understood that. But even then, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going to happen with Heath. You got Cozone, hardest man in Southeast. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you're a little late, man. The comments have gone and went. We've already moved on.
I know. I'm doing all the comments now. You haven't put them up.
Oh, I can't. Well, I can't see them.
I'm taking care of it, then, Dick.
You're kind of slow on the uptake there, buddy.
King of Lightning, AJ, because I was going through all the posters. Guys, support Thomas Extreme, Mud Show Legends, Diego Hill, but this is going to be all over the place.
It's front row is going to get messed up, guaranteed.
Yep. On the edge, on it, just by the hand. Okay. Ron being Ron with that introduction. That's right. I was. Lexi Steele all day. You don't need a divorce lawyer, just good game. True. No, you definitely need. Well, I need a divorce lawyer. Well, I have a divorce lawyer. What am I talking about? That's why I said if you need one, I have one. Kids, these days.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want Emily J to win because I don't want to see Danny versus Lexi again.
Lexi again. There you go. I like that. Oh, you meant Hall Pass? What? Lady, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to relax there. No.
Pause.
There's no such thing. We need to get on we'll get on a conference call later. And yeah, I'll go smoke after this. We'll have a conversation. Jesus H. Christ.
Joe, the king.
What's up? He said, "Guess what?
Guess what?
I
That
don't know.
you have arrived.
I don't have time or the bank account for anything else, dude." Laz has been out of the picture for a while, so I just, yeah, I'll have to catch him up. Not on air, not on air. Um, Jeez. Well, no, Laz. I haven't seen Laz in months. When did everything start? I think it was like mid-January this
Yeah.
time. Yeah, it was like that.
You can't
Anyway,
just leave us hanging there, King. Guess
yeah.
what? What? What?
But look, so guys, that was your XWW preview. That is coming out this weekend. Tomorrow night, Charlotte, North Carolina. Be there. Trust me, it'll be awesome. We will have a good time. That's XWW for you. What? Should we promote for
Siwoo.
excuse me.
Siwoo?
That's Cosplay Championship Universe, and they have a May the 4th show. Be sure you check out Cosplay Wrestling Universe on Facebook. I don't even have the flyer for that one.
Yeah, we should get the flyer for that.
I don't have it. I've been busy and bleeding. Hit me up and we'll catch up. Yep, right.
Hey, all right.
I
Get her
got you.
stogies and catch up.
Coming up June the 1st, Spotlight Scotty Brooks, Frankie Kazarian for the Ring of Fire Heavyweight Championship. That's at Champions of Fire 2. There's a ton of matches going to be announced soon for that. So keep your eyes on their social media. Coming up as well, June the 1st, the Norton Lewis Memorial will be taking place down in Union, South Carolina. I've got a couple of match graphics here. Look at this. Santana Jackson, Chase Emery. That is a clash of styles. It's either going to go really good or it's going to go really bad. I want to see it. If nobody caught that, bad. Think about it. Michael Jackson, bad. Thank you. Thank you.
Huh,
Thank you.
huh, huh,
Yes.
huh,
Yeah. You're
huh.
welcome.
I see what he did there.
Suicide versus Peterbilt. Another clash of styles. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. I can't wait. This is going to be a slugfest. This is going to be a slugfest. These two guys are going to beat the shit out of each other, and I am all about it. I can't wait to see it. This one is probably going to have somebody leaving on a stretcher because these two dudes freaking hate each other. So, yet again, people bludgeoning each other violently. Let's go. This is a good thing. Get with your guys at USA Main Event Wrestling to get signed up for the seminar. There was less than 10 spots left.
Don't
Austin
miss
area
out on
seminar.
an amazing opportunity to learn and grow. Hello?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this is. What is this? Is this something you're? Did you get signed and not tell me?
Yes.
I swear to God, I'm gonna start taxing you for this shit.
It's for that reaction is why I do it too. It's great. I'm like, oh wait, June 1st? Oh, bet. Hold on. Let me send it to him now. But seriously, don't miss out. This is a great seminar. Learn from Austin Aries, June 2nd. There will be talent scouts on hand from multiple promotions, and that's going to be the 2nd of June in Morgan's Hill in Monroe, North Carolina. I haven't been out in Monroe in a minute. It's been a while.
Go ahead with this one, Cletus.
Oh,
you got signed, and I'm gonna tax you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Strong Style Pro is back for WrestleMania 3. Come hang out. The show's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna have rat rods there, a bunch of different cars, different vendors, but most importantly, you're gonna have Strong Style Pro Wrestling putting on an amazing show. You have the likes of James Harris, the All Nighters, a noose. SSP Internet Champ is going to be crowned, and Ali Primo is going to be there as well. Look, stat card. It's going to be a good time. The SSP Tag Team titles are going to be on the line. The SSP Champion is going to be there, and the AIWF World Tag Champions are going to be there. So, yeah, don't miss out. That's going to be in Clayton, North Carolina on June 1st. I'm going to be there. And, yeah, come hang out with me.
There you have it. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Catching up. Birthday of Champions, June the 6th, 7th, and 8th now. From what I understand, 6th,
We
7th, and
added
8th.
another day.
Yeah, but we're only going to be there the 7th and the 8th.
We are okay.
Yeah, we are. Well, I am. I don't know about you, but I am. I'm going to be there the 7th and the 8th. You said you were coming, so I'm assuming we're good. And I just ordered new parts, so your ass better show up because I don't spend money for no reason, dickhead.
Phrasing, but okay.
Yeah. I just spent a shitload of money. Like
Pause.
ridiculous. And of course, check this out.
I'm
Voice
excited
actor.
for this one. I got this. The voice of Majin Buu, Fat Buu, is going to be there. Josh Martin. I'm excited. One of my other favorite voice cast members from one of my favorite shows, the Dragon Ball franchise, Dragon Ball Z. See, that was a good Majin Buu impersonation. Miss Kate, she tried it. Not as good as him, but it was all right. Awkward silence.
It caught back up now.
There we go.
She sneezed and it broke my internet connection.
She sneezed so hard she blew out your internet. That's funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. Look. You made an MJ joke. I bet I can't beat it. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very
Nice.
good.
Very nice.
Very good.
Very nice.
I enjoyed it. Oh, all right, let's catch up with this. Cole McAbee said, yo, Joe said, guess who's going to be wrestling tomorrow? Wrestling where tomorrow, Joe? You get the cigars. I got the cigars. I just got a brick of 20 cigars handed to me. I am over good. I got Frankie Kazarian winning the title. I don't know. That's a good call. That's a good call. Starting out tomorrow, Saturday. Okay, Saturday. That's cool. Have fun. Can't go whoop that boy, right? That's what I'm saying. Ryan with the MJ jokes because he's a whiz on that. No, the whiz on that was R. Kelly, not MJ. Damn, I'm a
no. He was in the movie The Wiz, but okay, all right.
He was in Michael Jackson was in the movie called The Wiz.
You've never seen The Wiz?
Apparently, freaking not.
You uncultured swine. No, that's homework for you. You have to watch The Wiz.
Uncultured swine. I've met people who've never seen the Boondock Saints. Like, this doesn't exist.
Clearly, we need to educate you, sir.
Nah, I'm good. I still think
Rod has not seen The Wiz.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the joke, at least. Let's see here. Already got plans for June 1st to see the Allen brothers, but that card looks good. Hey, man, look. Yeah, there's plenty of wrestling going on everywhere. There's always wrestling going on. Cole with the dad jokes. I know part 2 was crazy. I did a death match there last year. Oh, yeah, he's talking about that one. Gotta go. Take it easy, lads. Have a good one.
We'll see you around, buddy.
That joke did not ease on down the road. I've never seen the Boondock Saints. You are broken. The Boondock Saints, Pulp Fiction. Go do your homework, kid. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction or the Boondock Saints, you really don't understand why I do and say a lot of the shit I do and say. That and the Iron Man movies, all of it. Look. There's a person with culture right there. Fan of the Wiz, not a fan of the Wiz. Love Boondock Saints. See, I think she's smarter. I think she's. I know now. I know where the brains are in that household.
That explains a lot. Explains a lot.
We've seen all of those. That's good. They're great movies.
I guess you are not alone in bad taste.
Not alone in bad taste.
See what I did there? You are not alone. Huh?
Oh, well, you're going to be alone in bad taste there, guy. Anyway, AWL presents Justified. Details coming out. That's going to be July 13th in Union. Parade of Champions coming your way Saturday, September 7th. That's going to be a good one. Plenty of talent already announced. Heath Slater, Heat Seekers, Chase, Landon,
Whiskey
Drew.
business.
Oh yeah, John Schuyler, Country Gentleman, or AJ Xana, Zuka King, ton of them, man. Just a ton of great talent coming. They're also sponsored by us and Wrestling Road Stories. Be sure you give them a check out as well. And that is it for everything that we've got for tonight.
For now.
For now, no, for now, for now. I've seen Snatch. I also liked Lucky Number
June
11.
15th. That's right. June 15th. I don't have a poster for that yet.
I don't want to. If you didn't give me a poster,
I didn't get a poster for that yet.
Then don't even talk
something
about it. We're gonna start busting balls here. We're gonna start breaking balls, guys. If you don't give us the flyers, we're not gonna put the fucking pictures up. They all have to go to David. I promoted him a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, because I don't want to deal with the indie shows like
it's
that.
human nature. I see what you did there. Carrying the joke. Yeah, I need posters. I need flyers. We'll talk. No, Joe, we will talk. We'll give you a set date to talk about the upcoming show for June 15th. And yeah.
They were both good movies, Tom.
They were great.
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. You don't have, but I don't, Tom, the thing is that Tommy Scott doesn't make Reservoir Dogs his whole personality. See what I did there? Personality.
Okay, Mr. Brown or Mr. Black or Mr. Pink or Mr. Yellow.
He's always got to be starting something.
Yeah. Maybe I'll show him who's really bad. I don't know. Anyway, guys, listen.
Yeah, he won't stop till I get enough.
Joe, we're not leaving you out. We're not leaving you out, big guy. Listen, we've been telling folks how to get business done. We got to stand on business too.
Yeah, we've been at the very beginning. We got a lot of people jump on while we're doing lives to promote stuff on there. No, come to us and we will give you an hour time slot or more. Don't just jump on here. We want to make sure you get seen. Us giving a brief 10-second when we just get a poster and you're trying to do it in the comments is not going to get people to come to your show. Let us help you help us.
I was blocking the fuckers that were putting their shit in the comments. I was like, y'all can suck it. I'm not doing this. You can definitely eat it. And start in the Juicy Red Center. I want none of this.
Eat it.
Dude, yeah, that's right. I no use for them, dude. I hate people that think, because because they've got a platform, we can jump on there and share a link or share. No, you can't do that. It does not work this way.
We're gonna fight y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you get it. Thank you. You understand.
I can't stand it.
We have a platform. We have a responsibility. But give us time.
To feed. I got kids to take care of. This shit ain't free. Y'all, trust me. My time ain't free. Ask David. Official consulting hours are every other Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m. That's it.
I'm taking consulting during the day because I'm doing side gigs. I'm kind of doing gig comedy stuff. So if you would like to set something up, please reach out. You have my socials. Better yet, you can reach out to my email at
You forgot how to spell your own shit.
I have so many emails now. Wait, which one should I give out?
I wouldn't give out any of them.
estacatobookings@hotmail.com is the best bet to get me for anything like that.
Somebody just made fun of me like a week ago for having an AOL email account still. And I'm like, this fucking jabroni's sitting in here with a Hotmail. Like, really? That was worse.
Or that's Outlook, worse. As it is now.
Well, no, I have Outlook because I have a corporate job.
No, but Joe, let's talk. We need to get you back on anyways.
Yeah.
He's the king.
Indy King. JT.
Indy King.
But listen, do you know what we got to do? What the fuck is that? I got to make a count for where I'm going to be at May and June. And I have people in my comments being like, what about my show or this show? Man, look, that's the other thing. Don't let anybody guilt trip you. Do not let anybody guilt trip you. I'm telling you, Don't let nobody guilt trip you in this shit. Tommy, go where the fuck you want to go. If you want to go somewhere and you're nearby and I'm nearby, I'll come get your ass. I don't give a damn. Don't let nobody guilt trip you into some shit.
Henry, about a week ago.
That's awful. That is awful that people be like, hey, what about my show?
Yeah.
Man, are y'all that starving for attention out there?
Yes. To
Really?
answer your question, I got the scoop. There is something going on June 15th, but I think I need to finalize some stuff there with the promoter there. But that's a conversation for another day. Yes, it is
Car
fun.
ride with Ron is not fun.
It's
not
scary.
Fun. That's predominantly it. I drive. I drive. And I hate traffic, and I don't like people.
But that being said, it's going to be a busy weekend
Yep.
for indie wrestling. There's so much other stuff. I wish I can. I wish I could touch upon everything that I'm doing and every other, because there's so many people that I missed out on going to because just life happens. You know, it is what it is.
The other thing is we don't. It's gotta. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Is that how everybody feels about business? How I feel about business. So guess what? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And if it don't make money for me to do it, then guess what? I'm not going to do. I'm not doing it. Anyway, look, that's the show. David, let's send them the fuck out of here because we got other business to handle.
Yeah, I actually got a business meeting right after this. So,
yeah, I know. The phone's already ringing. Listen.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting the phone call. Let's wrap this up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know where it's going to be. You know where to be. You know where we'll be. So we'll see you
at the Indies. Deuces.
Right.
Buenos Doritos. Buenos Nachos. Arrivederci. We'll see you next time.
God, that X is so